Okay, Silent Hill F. We were the bad guy all along. We were crazy. Okay, this is just the first ending. So we're technically not talking about the other endings, but we can. So she was in the wedding. She didn't want to get married. She hates men, low-key. Hates the very just like patriarchal getting married bullshit. She's a tomboy. She's like being treated differently than men and women, blah, equality. Shu, his family they kind of like ran herbalist bullshit, right? I thought they were like herbalists, not like doctors for pills, but he definitely was doing something. But okay, what about the pregnancy? Is it just like her fear of children / getting pregnant? Or is there risky vibes? It's kind of weird. It's like, it all does go together, but I feel like the friend stuff is a little separate, except Shu. That has to do with like the drug addiction stuff. But I feel like the Rinko and Tsukiko or whatever, Tsuko, it's kind of just like random one-off other stories, kind of. I mean, just from the first ending. I mean, Rinko was just jealous of Shu and her, and I guess she thought they were closer than they were because he was dealing her drugs. But all my homies hate Rinko, okay? Sakuko they thought was a little loony. Okay, just because of her like trying to be like a shrine maiden or something like that, or just like really getting down for that one shrine that she still like took care of, I think. But yeah, she died in the very beginning. So I think I tried really hard, which is why it took so long. It took me 23 hours. 23 hours? Why did I say it took me 12 hours of playtime? But then now it says 23. I tried really hard to like try and find all the clues and pick up everything and I read everything. Oh, it doesn't count when you reload or die. Oh, okay. But it does seem like her sister Junko was just like, hey girl, just be a woman, do your womanly duty, shut up and get married. What are you doing? He's rich and perfect, blah blah blah. I don't know about so much about the brain. I guess the brainwashing kind of makes sense to me. It was just more of like he was taking the leader man role and she was like, yeah, okay, I'll follow along, but like not really thinking. To me, I didn't really take it as culty. I took it as like, oh, the man is leading, the man is the leader of their relationship kind of thing. And she was just like, me dumb woman, me listen to everything you say, even if it's all these actually terrible things. And then she kind of woke up about what she was doing or what she really wanted, and she just couldn't put up with it. I don't like the Fox guy, and it actually kind of pisses me off that he's like, I feel like the Fox guy thing, at least in the first fucking ending, that shit's not wrapped up at all. I don't think he actually treated her well. He like, what is it, like they're drinking water but then she was drinking magma? It was kind of weird. The carving in the face, the branding. I'm like, guys, I know he's hot, but, you know, I draw the line of carving my face in, you know? And then I didn't get the vibe, I didn't even really get the vibe that Shu liked me too much. I definitely didn't get the vibe that Hanako liked him, but Shu, I didn't really think gave vibes of him having a thing for her personally. Unless, of course, we're just talking about the first ending. Very, like, gender role, especially, I mean, this is in the 60s, right? Which is even more, like, harder to break from as a woman, right? You just can't. It was, like, really hard or impossible at the time, especially in Japan. Rinko's the one that's jealous. Rinko's been jealous this whole fucking game. Oh, all my homies hate Rinko, bro. Ooh, hate that bitch. Ooh. What I want to know is who had the heart attack? Because I'm trying to think right now, and maybe I'm tired, but she killed her parents. The white, you know, makes sense of like wedding attire for the Fox guy and for her. It's insinuated that she killed her parents, but it said one person didn't it say a woman had a heart attack? Or just one person? And then 2 men died. But I feel like, at least in the first ending, I know there's other fucking endings, but it would be weird. I didn't get the vibes that she would like kill the guy, you know? The one she's marrying. But yeah, it's like a very like kind of culty town too. And they're like, oh my god, foxes, we love an Ari, fox guy. You know, they're lucky that they like made that fox guy hot, all right? Even though he had a little rat ponytail. I mean, but it's long, but you know, a little rat tail. He's a 10, but he carves my face in with a knife. The fox guy doesn't die, which makes me mad. That actually, honestly, I think is what bothers me the most, is that every time we go to the spirit world, we meet this motherfucker, but then I don't get any closure on that at all. And don't tell me about the other endings. I don't care. There should have been some kind of closure with the fox bitch, you know? Like, do you really like me? Yes or no? Do a little origami. no, I hate you, dumb bitch, get pregnant. But yeah, the fox guy was like egging you on, right? It's like you were putting up with these things that he was doing to you, and then you're like, wait, I actually don't want this. And it made her into a monster, which I can relate to. Okay? I don't know if you guys have been there, putting up with stuff that you don't like, but you're like, maybe if I go with it, things will end up okay. Relatable. And she's like, at the end, she's like, this is actually not cool with this. It's like I'm looking in the mirror, and then by the time it's like you build up all this emotion and resentment, and then she just explodes and goes crazy. Drugs, not even once. But yeah, that was like pretty woke for like a Japanese like women gender norms tradition. I was a little shocked. I'm gonna talk about the things I didn't like about the games. We're gonna wrap this up. We're talking about the things I didn't like. Emotional abuse. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me. Okay, we played Silent Hill 1 through 4 and we played Origins. That's my credentials, okay? Okay, going back and forth between the real world and the spirit world was cool, but then honestly, I kind of hated going to the spirit world like half the time. Until you got the arm, it was kind of like very claustrophobic and it just felt very repetitive to me. So many fucking monsters. I was like, oh god, here we go. We're going to the spirit world. Not my most favorite. It was cool, but then I was like, oh, I gotta walk around. I wish the Silent Hill had like a little bit more exploring. Maybe I'm crazy, but I felt like I didn't find as many cool items. I feel like I wanted to find like a little bit more items that like added to the lore. I wish you could like go indoors in the town and explore more in like the buildings. I felt like really constricted and I felt like it was like a little too linear, and I like linear games for my taste. I felt like I don't know, I just felt more like immersed when I can just like go in rooms, even if there's like nothing in there, you know what I'm saying? Or like a picture and that's some like deep ass lore shit or something. The combat, I think we all have the same idea on the combat. I think the combat could be better. Either fix like the stamina thing, or like it's either when I had enough stamina, then it's like the camera is the enemy. And then it's like attacking is really slow, but then the monsters are really fast. And that would be fine if, you know, there wasn't 5 fucking monsters of different attack speed attacking me at the same time. That was a little irritating. We did play it on hard though. So I probably wouldn't play this. I would not recommend playing this game on hard ever. That was a mistake. I didn't know what we were in for. And I wish there were more puzzles. I wish there were a little bit more puzzles. Oh wait, one more thing I didn't like. I wasn't as invested in the side characters as I wanted to be compared to other Silent Hill games. I'm comparing this to other Silent Hill games. I'm not as invested in the side characters as much. Like I don't really feel super empathetic, or like I just dislike them all. I guess that's what they want. I kind of wanted a little different range of emotions for these characters other than me hating their bitch ass, you know what I'm saying? You know? Would want a little different of emotions, but honestly, I'm like, I fucking don't like any of them. You know, fuck them, right? But the things I like, the game looked really good. The game looked great. It ran pretty good except for like this one little part. I thought the monster designs were cool. The puzzles it did have, I thought were decent. Not my favorite. I thought the character design, the fox guy was hot. I did think the story was good. I just think how we got there was a little weird. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I like the end. I like where we went, which I feel like is kind of rare. I feel like a lot of times with like any type of media or whatever the fuck, usually you don't like the ending, but I actually like the ending more than how I got there most of the time. You know what I'm saying? And I think the weakest part for me was like you're in the spirit world and you have to do all those levers in the maze, and there's like a dove and a leaf and a triangle or whatever. I was like, oh my god, get me out of here, bro. I'm not immersed. I'm in pain. But I think I like the beginning and the end the most. And the middle is where I'm like, you know, it's like this with how I feel. I feel like the middle, I'm like up and down with how I feel about it. But the beginning and end I really like. Probably would have had a better time if I just didn't play it on hard also. But anyway, I think I give that game, I'm going between 7.5 and 8 out of 10. I feel like on hard, it's 7.5. But I feel like if you don't play on hard, I feel like it's an 8. But I think I'm gonna do 7.5 because we played on hard. And I just love my other Silent Hills more. The ranking goes 2, 3, 1, Silent Hill F, Origins, The Room. And I'm sorry, the room is too hard. Okay, we got the worst ending. My ego was so sad when we got the worst ending in the room. I was like, I just end me now. Okay.